Hi, everybody. We hope you're doing well. We're going to continue to look through Jesus' message to the crowds. And I want to begin by asking you this question. What if somebody was to do something to you, to say something about you, to post something on social media about you? They went behind your back. They hurt you in some way. What do you want to do? What would you really want to do? Wouldn't you want to get even and get back at them for the pain that they caused you? Well, Jesus talks about this in the next section of his message. It's in Matthew chapter 5, starting in verse 38. I'm going to read it really quickly. It says this: "You've heard it said, an eye for an eye, and a tooth for a tooth. But I tell you, do not resist an evil person. If anyone slaps you on the right cheek, turn to them the other cheek as well. And if anyone wants to sue you and take your shirt, then give them your cloak as well. If anyone forces you to go 1 mile, then go with them 2 miles. Give to anyone who asks you, and do not turn away from one who wants to borrow from you." So the lesson here is simple, but it's not easy. Most people read the eye for the eye, and it's basically a lesson to not take revenge. But that's actually too short in our thinking. The message here is so simple, but not very easy at all, because it's not don't take revenge. It's not to do nothing. It's not to be quiet when things happen against you, but it's to actively go and be a blessing and to show love. So instead of just not doing anything at all, just being quiet, just sucking it up, just being a better person than them and not answering back to that person, Jesus is actually saying you take another step and you actively go and be a blessing and show love in tangible ways to the people who hurt you. Why would Jesus do that? I think there's 3 reasons. The first is because it pleases God, because we would be acting like God acts towards us. That we hurt God, but yet he continues to show love towards us in very tangible ways. So the first one is simply that it's what God would want. The second is it's for other people, that person, but as well as besides them, other people that see what's going on, that there's tangible ways people could see who God is and the difference between the world and somebody who follows God. But third is really for our own good, because hate eats away at our heart. It makes our heart hard. It makes us negative. That anger that we would have because of what someone else did. And it's not saying that they're right, but if we looked inside, that anger or hate or dissatisfaction begins to eat away at us. So when we actually go out of our way to be a blessing to people, it's good for us. It brings healing to our heart. It brings healing to our souls when we serve others. And that hate or anger that's in our heart begins to slip away, and we actually experience freedom from the experience that happened to us. So I want to just close by asking if there's anybody in your life right now who you need to reach out to in this way, to not just be silent, to not just get revenge answering back to them, but you actually show them love and you show them blessing. And if you don't, then that's great. But the next time that something happens to you, when somebody posts something about you, says something, gossips about you, hurts you in some way, what Jesus would say is don't get revenge, but also don't do nothing. But what you actually need to do is go out of your way to show love. And then we will begin to experience God in even deeper ways, and people around us will as well. God bless.